Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. I've just woke up, can't find my hat, so the following few videos are going to be me with an absolutely bald head. So, we are going to be taking a look at the newly added event to the game, and the good news is it does give us a little bit more than we expected. Not sure what this is. So, here it's here. Might look a bit familiar to you. Obviously this is going to be the overlay that we're going to run with going forward for these type of events. Maybe they will change it in future, but who knows. So first things first, let's just get it out of the way. 55, that's the answer. That's how many additional summons you're going to get on the AKUMA banner. That's through a combination of doing this event and also from doing AKUMA's Trial. I will put out a video going over team builds for AKUMA's Trial. That will come out almost immediately following this video. So what is it they do in this event? Well, I'll probably have a couple of videos going over more fine details about some of the stuff, but let's do a complete overview just now, see what we've got available. So first of all, we have got an exchange shop like you would expect. We get these in all the events. What you see here may not actually be a reflection of what you have in your shop, because it is dictated by where you are in the game, but the usual stuff. Be able to get some characters, be able to get some resources, these are all good things, okay? Now some people were hoping they might add some sort of a mileage system into here, but that's not been added. I guess it would have been difficult to do that after the fact. Who knows if they'll do something along the lines of what they did with Ken and maybe send something daily to our inboxes. That might happen, I'm not saying it will, but who knows, they might do that. They added that late when it came to Ken, so that's something that could maybe happen later today or onwards, we just don't know that yet. If we go in here and we can see that this is our missions or our achievements or our levels, whatever you want to call it, and here you can see a lot of different rewards, okay? So I can get one straight away, obviously this one here. But moving on, as we move through, you'll start to gain tickets for every single one of these, decent amount of diamonds and also a decent amount of summons. I know obviously people will maybe be a bit pessimistic, oh, I'm not even going to get them with these summons, so what's the point? But it is still a decent number of summons that we're getting, okay? So from these training manuals we'll get 6, 9, 12, 11, 13, 15, so you get 15 from in here, okay? Now remember, to get the 55 you're going to have to do his trial as well, and that's an additional 5, okay? So that's how many you get from there. If we go over to here, this is our event, this is our raid event, okay? So you've got your usual, you've got your glory prizes. In here, you've also got your, I think you probably get these daily, I think they're daily, who knows? Maybe they're one-off, but I don't actually know. But you can see here that you've got different trials that you can take part in. These are going to give you more and more rewards, which is obviously going to be really good for kind of progressing and doing a little bit more in your account, which is obviously good for everyone. We'll go over this in its own video though, right? Then we've also got this Cycle of Fate. I guess this is a little bit like the Shadlow thing that we had from the Ken event. You can play here, each battle you win will help you progress and find these chests. When you find these chests you're going to get a variety of these rewards. You can obviously see here, this is where you get another large bundle of your tickets that you're going to use to, I'm going to wish you good luck here, you're going to use to get yourself a copy of AKUMA. We obviously don't know if that's going to happen, but that's what I'm pushing on to you guys. You're going to get lucky and you're going to pick this guy up, right? Then we've also got this as well. Master's Gift. During the event, earn 1 daily mission activity point to also gain 1 event point. Earn 60 event points to flip a card and receive a reward. Okay, so you do that here, and if we look up here you'll see between the start of the event and the display period, players will gain 1 event point for every 1 daily mission activity that they earn. The display period falls on the last 2 days of the event where you can't earn any more, right? Now if we go back here as well, it's in one of these ones as a here. So here's like your missions and stuff. These are going to help you get those activity points as well. You can also see here that you can get these training EXP, which will help increase your training level. I think this is actually tied to something else that's new in the game that we'll also take a look at another time. Now if we look here, you can also see there's even more missions you go through. Now there's no tickets in here, right? Now I'm trying to see if we look at this, if this levels up. Now, I don't think it does, unlike Ken's event. I don't think it levels up and magically new missions will appear that maybe have more tickets in them, but they have got plenty of resources, they have got plenty of these stones that you can get more stuff from that exchange shop, and if you look through, a lot of them are tied to different things like damage and stuff, so team comps and things like that are probably going to be quite important. I feel like probably for a lot of players, depending on where you are, depending on where you started, characters that are more accessible, like Blanca again, will probably come in clutch in this event. Again, he's a really high damage dealing character that a lot of people have got, so he could potentially be an option for players who don't have the more high powered single target damage dealers like Cammy and stuff like that, you know. But team builds are something we'll have a look at as this event progresses, okay? So, basically, oh no, there is another thing, sorry. There's also, if you want to spend money, that is, there is a grant. This grant, I mean, I can't actually say this is not a good grant, you know, because these boost stone kits are pretty useful. You get, what, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 15, 16, 21 for $4.99. I mean, it's alright, I suppose. You get a decent amount of, what do you call them? Car tokens as well. I'm guessing if we got to the point where you purchase this, you'll then get the greater purchase, so to speak, where you can go ahead and buy more. You can go ahead and unlock more and you would get more items. I'm guessing by looking at this, it will probably be what's in the first pillar, because that's usually what happens. So it will probably be more boost stones and more vehicle tokens all the way down. It won't be more currency. The last thing we're going to take a look at very quickly is just to see if they are charging a crazy amount for these tickets, which again, guys, I think it's entirely up to you if you want to spend on this event or not. As it stands just now, it doesn't really look like they've done enough to justify doing that. That's the only opinion I'm going to give on this. I can't really tell you whether I think you should spend or whether you shouldn't. It's entirely up to you. But I would say based on how free-to-play friendly an event is, maybe dictates whether or not you want to support said event. And I know a lot of people aren't happy, so maybe that's your decision already made for you there, that the answer's no, but you can make that decision for yourself. So they're basically charging what, if you look here, you can get 18 for $30, or I think it's a 1-to-1 conversion between pound and dollars, to be honest. If we look at the next step up, it would be 15 for $30, but you can buy 30 of them in total for 60. Again, it's not a lot of summons, it's not. So realistically, I'd say that price-wise, it's pretty much on par with the Ken event, you know. But I'm not here to influence whether or not you're going to do that. Again, I would say that if you're not happy with the direction things are going in, then I wouldn't at all even consider making purchases until you are happy with that. You know, that's my take on it. You reward companies when they're doing things right, and when you feel they're not doing things right, then you don't support them financially. So if you agree with that stance, then I think you already know. If you're considering purchasing but you're not happy, then just don't. Simple as that. Try your luck with the free-to-play tickets and hopefully you'll get what you want. But I mean, overall, if I'm being completely objective and I'm saying that based on what we can see, is it decent? I think so. I mean, I do think so. Like, there's different modes we can take part in. The chances, at least, whether or not we get them is a different story, but at least the chances to get them are much greater than what they offered with regards to Ken. So I mean, that's an improvement. But I made an analogy on my other on my Discord when we were talking, and basically I would say personally that getting punched in the face is a bit more appealing than getting kicked in the balls, but I still only want either of them to happen, right? And that's basically like saying this event is better than the Ken event. Sure, but it still sucks, right? The way it goes to summoning and stuff like that. So overall, I would need to say that we're going to need to wait and see, because we don't know what else they're going to add. But on the surface, yes, it's better than Ken, but that's not really saying much. Anyway guys, I've been Hayzink. Thanks for watching. Catch you all in the next one. Peace.